guys, it's Sarah, and today we are going to do the Do I Have That Other Book challenge. This is the second version of a book challenge that went around a few months ago that I actually did as well, and it has been kind of recreated by the creator along with some help from other people as well. And I was actually tagged for this one by Dani from Current Chapter, and she is one of the people who helped create this new version of it, and so I definitely wanted to make sure that I did this one. So the whole premise of this is that you get a list of questions and you have to see if you have any of those books on your bookshelves. The first round, I did this on my living room with my fantasy and science fiction bookshelves, but today I'm going to do it in here with this bookshelf, and then I have another little shelf over on the side here that I can pull from as well. So hopefully I can find everything in here. I have not looked at any of the questions yet. I have not watched any of these videos. There's been a few going around that I've seen and I want to watch them so bad, but I didn't want to spoil myself for the questions. I wanted them to be very off the cuff. So I'm excited to get this done. So I'm going to back you up, because I got to stand up to be able to get to my shelves here, and let's get started. Okay, so my room is not very big, so hopefully this is going to be all right. But I haven't looked at any of these questions yet, but there are 20 of them. Okay, so question number 1, do you have a book with a fox on the cover or as part of the plot? I'm in the wrong room. Oh, that's a wolf. No, not a fox. Almost. I have all sorts of wolves on covers. Every time I saw one, I got excited, but it was wolves all the time. But I snuck into my daughter's room because we have Foxheart by Claire Legrand. So Fox. This was a really good book. All right, question number 2. Do you have a book published the year you were born or within a 3-year radius? We're going to go to Goodreads for that because I'm not going through all of these to see. So I was born, I don't want to admit it, 1978. That's when I was born. So we will look on all of my books. Let's see. Okay, so the earliest one this is telling me, which I don't believe, is Flowers in the Attic, which was 1979. That's in my bedroom. I don't want to go in there right now because my husband is sleeping. But I might have some in here that I think I could probably see. Okay, so the closest one that I could get in here is American Psycho by Bret Easton Ellis, which was published in 1974. So it's 4 years technically, but it's the closest one to my birth year. Loved this. This is taking me way longer than I'm comfortable with. Number 3, do you have a book with music as a weapon or magic? Again, I'm in the wrong room. Music as a weapon. The only thing I can think is Daisy Jones and the Six. It's not really music as a weapon, and there's no magic, but it was definitely like the key point in here, and it's something like it was a rock band. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, number 4, do you have a series with mismatched covers? Ooh, mismatched covers. Okay, so this one. So this is the Grant County series by Karen Slaughter. I have all 6 books, but book number 3 has a different cover in addition because I thought I was getting this and this came, and this was such a debacle. This was my 3rd attempt to buy a copy of this book, and it was the best condition one. So I was like, I'm just going to take it. It's fine, whatever, but it doesn't match the rest of the series. So we'll see how long it takes for that to bother me. Okay, question number 5. Do you have a book with a shapeshifter? Yes. This one is Rosemary and Rue by Shannon McGuire. It's the first book in the October Day series. I haven't even hauled this yet, so... Okay, so that was number 5. Number 6, do you have a book signed by the author? I have a bunch of books signed by authors, but do I have one in here? I do. Yep. Okay, so The Year of Shadows by Claire Legrand, and signed by the author. This one came from Book Outlet, and I did not know it was a signed edition, so I was super surprised because I love her. Okay, number 7, do you have a book with a mostly red cover? Yeah. The Girl in 6E by A.R. Torrey. The only thing that's not red is the silhouette and the title. Okay, oh geez, I hate these questions. Number 8, do you have a book that has between 287 and 306 pages? Yep, and it says in parentheses, I had to bring this one back. I loved watching the struggle. It's great. It's great. Okay, 287 and 306. So that'll be shorter books. Let me see what I can do here. 287 and 306. Okay. Oh, please, Lord. First one I picked up. The Other Woman by Sandy Jones. This is an ARC, so it's not like the final copy, but the final copy is probably not that much bigger, but it is 294. Bam. All right, question number 9. Do you have a book where the main character wears glasses? Interesting. Glasses. Oh my God, Sarah. Oh my God, Sarah. Are you kidding me? This is one of those WTF moments. Were you yelling at me? Were you yelling at me that my favorite books of all time have a character that has glasses? Let's pretend that never happened. Everything's fine. Harry Potter obviously has glasses, very famously. This is number 6, The Half-Blood Prince. My daughter and I are currently reading this one. We're just about halfway through. Oh my God. I feel like I should have my reader card turned in for that one. Okay. Number 10. Do you have a book with a title that has the same number of letters as your first name? Ooh, okay. Oh, my first name's only 5 letters. So do I have a book with a title that has 5 letters in it? Okay, so it's obviously going to be one word. So let's see what I have here. I do. Look at this. Oh my gosh, the first one I looked at. Roses by Layla Meacham. Yep. So apparently I do. Okay. Number 11. Do you have a book where there is a cybercrime or technology as an important plot point? Cybercrime or technology. I'm pretty sure this one counts. The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. This is about a smart home. So yeah, I think this would count for that. Haven't read it yet. Okay, number 12. Do you have a book written in another language or is translated? Yes. Well, this is translated from French, right? Les Miserables by Victor Hugo was originally written in French. I love this edition. This is the Penguin Classics Deluxe edition. I got it on Book Outlet years ago, so I don't know if it's still on there, but it is beautiful, and I get comments about this all the time. Could you guys see the spine? This is Les Mis, the whole shebang. Okay, number 13. Do you have a book written by an Asian author? I'm sure I do. I have books written about Asian culture or Asian characters, but I don't know that they're written by Asian authors. Oops, hang on, let me see. Okay, so I didn't have it in here. I had it in my other room, but Ken Liu. This is The Grace of Kings, which is book number 1 in the Dandelion Dynasty series. So I have the first 2 books in this series here. Okay, 14. Do you have a book with a moon on the cover? Oh, I'm sure I do. There we go. Insomnia by Stephen King. Moon. Okay. Do you have an illustrated children's book? Do I have an illustrated children's book? Of course I do. A Little Princess by Frances Hodgson Burnett. So this one has illustrations in it. This edition is gorgeous, but it's got very pretty illustrations. And let's see. Let me find one throughout the book as well, but they are every so often here. Illustrations. Okay. Do you have a collection of myths or fairy tales? Yep. the classic fairy tales. This is edited by Maria Tatar. I actually took a literature class in college, and this was one of the books that we studied. And it has classic fairy tales in here along with commentary on them and how they have been changed throughout the years and the messages in them. Are they good or bad? And it does have the original text in here as well. Yep. Okay, 17. Do you have a fantasy or sci-fi that has an alliance between different races? Fantasy or sci-fi that has an alliance between different races. Alliance between different. Oh my gosh, I have to think about this. Well, I definitely need to go out to my fantasy and sci-fi shelf because obviously I don't have any of that in here. So let me go check. I think this one counts, The Lord of the Rings, because there are humans, there are hobbits, there are orcs, there are elves, and they're all working together where they normally probably wouldn't. Well, the orcs aren't working with them, they're fighting them. But like elves and humans and hobbits, I think, and dwarfs. So I think this would count for that. Okay, number 18. Do you have a book with a narrow front cover, which means a paperback that the front cover is trimmed slightly shorter or narrower than the rest of the pages? Yeah, and I hate that. Okay, so this is A Stranger in the House by Sherry LaPena. As you can see, like this is slightly shorter than this, and you can see the blue peeking out. I hate that. I don't understand why this is a thing. Okay, 19. Do you have a book that includes the first chapter of the sequel? Oh, I'm sure I do. Okay, so yes, The Keeper of the Lost Cities by Shannon Messenger does have turn the page for a sneak peek at book 2, and so it does have the preface and the first chapter of book 2 in the back of this one. Okay, last question. Do you have a book with a broken spine? I do. This one has a broken spine. It's all sorts of broken, and I hate that. But I had to get a used copy because I wanted this edition. So this is Kiss Cut by Karen Slaughter, book number 2 in the Grant County series, which I need to read soon. But it is definitely, spine is all sorts of broken. Ugh, I hate it. Okay, guys, that was the last question for the Do I Have That Other Book challenge. So huge thanks to Dani from Current Chapter for tagging me in this. It was a lot of fun. So I'm going to tag Krista from Books and Jams and Lindsay from Lindsay's Little Library. So hope you guys will do this one. And Vicky from Vicky's Book Nook. Do it. Super fun. I want to see what your answers are. Okay, I will see you guys again soon. Hope you have a great day. Bye.